Lance Hall here for Let's Discuss with Lance Hall. Happy to welcome Alirio to the program tonight. You're sitting over there in Spain enjoying a little white wine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear the wine
Spanish
is
white
pretty
wine.
good over there.
Oh, it's really good, man. Have you ever been here before?
I have never been to Spain.
Oh, you should come here, man. The wine is wonderful, and the food, and I mean, the people here, they're really welcome. You should come here sometime.
I'm going to have to make my plans to get over there. Celebrating an album came out last Friday, August 6th, All Things Must Pass on Frontiers Records. Killer stuff. You got to be happy with some of the reviews and everything you're getting.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm really happy and proud about the whole damn thing. I mean, it's like a baby. I mean, I built up the album during the pandemic. It has around 8 months or something like that, and I'm really happy and proud about it.
Very cool. I like to start right off at the beginning with like the cover photo and the album title. Pretty cool cover photo. What was the idea behind that?
Actually, I'm a huge fan of Fritz Cornell, and I started, searching for his covers and something like that. And every single song of the album has this Fritz Cornell spirit. And I told the guy Romulo, he's a Brazilian guy, really. I mean, he's an amazing artist here in Brazil. I mean, in Brazil, not here in Spain.
Right.
And he understood what I need what I need for the album. And the thing is about the cover, I told him, you know what, I really like those Chris Cornell feelings, because all the lyrics of the album is still about a perspective of about one guy that he, which one, it's me actually. And I told him, you know, I need something personal for the cover of the album. And I sent him some Chris Cornell covers for the Chris Cornell albums, and Paul Rogers, which I'm a huge fan too. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Cool. And then All Things Must Pass. How did that song end up as the title of the album as well?
I'm also a huge fan of George Harrison from the Beatles, and it's a tribute to George Harrison.
Okay.
I know that the song has nothing to do with George Harrison at all. I mean, but it's I mean, we're living in a world right now that we gotta be hidden in our own houses, you know, wearing a mask and trying to survive at the same time. But one thing I learned from my whole life, and the history tells us that all things must pass, including you, including me, including the virus and everything that comes with it. So the thing is that it's a tribute to George Harrison. The name of the song and the name of the album, but it's place where we're living right now.
Cool. Let's jump into the album. I made some notes on a few of the songs. We'll start with track one, All Things Must Pass. The first thing that jumped out on me was the bass line to that song. I loved the bass line to that song. I thought that was really, really cool. And you've released a very interesting video. Thiago Kiss did for you. I was talking to BJ Singer from Spectra. He worked with him on some videos as well.
He's my friend.
Really? Great stuff. Tell us a little bit about the song and the video.
Well, I mean, the song it's tells a story about when a single one of us that knows that even if you're having a hard time or a good time, or even you're a good person or a bad person, it all must pass. You're gonna be rich, and one day I'm gonna be poor the same day. You don't know what's gonna happen on the next day. We don't have the power to predict the future. But the thing is that all things must pass is something that in Brazil we have the worst president ever. I mean, and it's just my opinion. Okay, it's my personal opinion, and it's a song about how the people that follows this guys uh, understand how the world is, and in my opinion, it's not correct. So it's a song about this, and it's about every single person in the world that needs uh, to to find to understand that we're not going to be here forever, and one day we are rich and the next day we are poor, or the other way around. So we need to understand that we have to be a little bit more humble in about everything that is happening right now.
Mm.
That's the main thing about it. And but not in a negative way, you know what I mean? I mean in a positive way, because I think my idea for the album was that the people could really feel that we're gonna be yeah, even if you're in pain or something like that, it's gonna go away at some point.
Yeah.
That's it. That's pretty much of it.
What was the concept with the video? That's a really cool video. It kept me guessing the entire way through. Great production, great story.
But the thing is that imagine that you were the right. I mean, you were the guy that the young guy on the video. He's a guy that is trying to do everything by the book. Okay, then you have a female master that she could be a priest or maybe a politician or whatever, and she tells you, you know what, I'm gonna give you some coin, and you just gonna have to go and deal with this huge and powerful man, which could be a politician or a god or whatever you feel like.
Yeah.
And then by the end, you feel that the guy, this guy, he doesn't have anything to offer you, and then you feel betrayed by, you know what? I think you were wrong, and I don't want that for my life or my family or whatever you call family. So I'm gonna fucking kill you. I'm sorry about fucking.
No, that's fine.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I'm gonna kill you.
Right.
And then he kills the guy, but there's a female girl, a female actress,
Sure.
that she is you know what, she was used to be with the old guy, and that, you know what, it's not that bad, maybe I can cheer you up, and when you can find a way to maybe fix things out here, so let me give you a hand. And she seduced him, and he, of course, he took off his mask and he let it go, and get sick. He got sick, and then she got back to the her master, and she died, and he died, by the same kind that he was trying to give the old guy. Thinking the video, it's about, that's you're never gonna be free of what you're doing. The karma is there, no matter what you believe, no matter what you are, and if you think that you could be better than anyone around you, you're gonna, the end is the same for every single one of us. So the end of the video is pretty much heavy, and he dies, the old lady dies, but the old man dies, and that's pretty much of it. I mean, we're facing now a world that we never. Can you imagine that 2 years ago that you should wear a mask to go to the supermarket? I don't think so.
No.
And that's pretty much of it. I mean, you never know what's the future is gonna bring you.
Exactly. Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. Gonna jump ahead to track 4, Back to the Roots. Now, anytime I see a song with roots in it, and this is an artist from Brazil, I automatically think of Sepultura with roots,
Yes.
First thing,
that's right, buddy.
And the song is an absolute, the note I've got here is cruncher. I love that middle interlude. I thought that was fantastic. The fade killer tune. Tell us a little bit about this
Thank
one.
you very much. Thank you very much. Well, you were right. You're right. 100% right. I mean, Sepultura is one of my favorite bands ever. I mean, they were the first one in Brazil that who made it happen. So the thing is that about Back to the Roots, it's sometimes you were so lost that you're gonna have to go back to your own city or to your family or to the place that you feel that you belong and make the most of it. And some and of course we have some Sepultura in the song.
Yeah.
You got it right, man.
Yeah.
And also Chris Cornell. There is this feeling of maybe Rage Against the Machine, because it's a song that tells that when you feel lost, the only way that you can get your way back to who you are is going back to the roots. And that's the spirit of the whole song.
Very cool. Edinburgh. This track intrigued me just from the name. Love the backing vocals, those kind of shouts in the background. I thought that was great. This track intrigues me.
Okay, I was touring with the Phoenix Extravaganza in Edinburgh in Scotland, which is a beautiful place. And I called my wife and told her, you know what, I'm gonna go to a castle. And we are crazy about dogs. We have 2 dogs ourselves, Scaramouche and Freddy. And I told her that I found in the castle that they had a dog cemetery. And that really got me into my heart, because, wow, they fought during the war along the soldiers and warriors and stuff like that. And then I got the kind of, and the city is beautiful. It's beautiful. We had a great concert with the Extravaganza. By the time I was spending there, I tried some whiskey, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And I think I probably had one of the best times of my life, but I wanted to share this with my wife. So I called her and I showed the video and stuff like that. And that got into my heart. And after the tour, I always had the feeling that I need to write something about that moment in the city. So the song is all about that. And it's a positive way of facing, history. For example, One Love, it's all about love after all. I mean, we are human beings here, and it's all about love. That's the truth. And it's a beautiful city. I don't know. Have you ever been there in Edinburgh?
No, I never have.
You should, man. Oh, it's a beautiful city.
Cool.
Scotland is beautiful.
Yeah, I would love to go to Scotland one day. Yes, indeed. Track 8, I'm Still Here. This was my favorite track on the album. Love the lyrics, love the story to it and everything.
Thank you very much.
Fantastic song. Fantastic tune.
I'm an awesome actor here in Brazil. And the thing is that when you face a new role to play, or whatever you feel like you gotta dig into the role to feel what you can offer to the role. All right. And it's a view about an actor who has to pay the price to become who needs to be in order to make these things goes right. And I had one of the most beautiful and important guys in my life, which is Ivan Buzik. He's a drummer and also a singer for a band called Dr. Sin in Brazil, which is one of my favorite bands ever. I mean, this guy is a genius. He plays the drummer like a god, and he can sing like David Bowie at the same time. So I called him, you know what, Ivan, I need you to put on your voice and whatever you want on the song. And I got lucky enough to have Felipe Andrade on the bass and Bruno Valverde on the drums both from Angra, and Rafael Neri, which is a great guitar player here in Brazil, playing the song. So I'm really proud of the songs. And there was a line actually who, who who say something about Eddie Van Halen,
Mhm.
and I'm a huge fan,
Yeah.
and he was already passed away, which is one of the saddest
Yeah.
news from the last 2 years for me, two
Mhm.
years for me, and I mean it's a really honest song who tells a story of who wants, or of a guy who wants to try to to do his best through his acting.
Nice. Speaking of guests that you got to come on the album, Gray features a pretty nice guest. I'll let you introduce them, who you got to sing this song with. How did this come about?
Oh, Arnel Pineda. Well,
Yeah.
I love his story, man. He suffered a lot, to be who he is nowadays, and being the lead singer of Journey is a really impressive victory for a guy from a third world country, which Brazil is a third world country as well,
Mm.
and I know the feeling, and he has one of the most beautiful voice I have ever heard in my life. So we started chatting on Instagram, and after a couple of months, he told me, I love your song Retrato, which is a Brazilian song. It's a song that I recorded in Portuguese, and he told me, I don't understand at all what you're saying in the song, but the thing is that I love the way that you write your songs, and maybe you can do something together. And so I told him, I'm gonna write a song for you.
Mm.
And after 2 months, I come up with The Gray, and which was the first song that I wrote for the album. And he jumped in, and I'm really happy and proud. And he's the sweetest guy, man. So I'm lucky enough to have him in the album. The song "Great" is just a story that when you feel that you're like kind of lost, or maybe lost in a maze, that is not a negative way of feeling depression, but if you could lend a hand for someone, you can help them to get out of this maze, and the other way around. So he jumped in. I'm really proud and happy about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I love this guy, man. He has the most beautiful story, and his voice, he's a killer singer.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love
Yeah. Now, I want to echo what he said about the songs you said, because I got into the bonus tracks, the bonus digital tracks. I want to jump ahead to the last couple that I'm assuming you're singing in Portuguese as well. And my note says, I don't know what you're saying, but I like it.
That's all right, buddy.
Great tracks. And then Breeze and Come With Me, I thought were just a couple of great summertime songs. Those have for me, it has a summertime vibe to both of those songs. And I loved Gypsy. The duet you did with that. Tell me about Gypsy. I don't want to mispronounce this lady's name. I'm gonna let you do that and tell us about that. That was probably my second favorite track on the album.
Well, Gypsy is a song that I wrote for my wife, which Liva the Barbarian. She is the singer of the track, man. And I also wrote Here I Am for her. I mean, I love this girl to the death. I mean, she is the best thing that ever happened to me in my whole entire life. And she's also a rocker. She's an actress. And I met her we were rocking in Brazil. I was acting as a Galileo. She was a Scaramouche and Fell in Love. And we had Brian May and Roger Taylor blasting, because I had to ask them, if I was allowed to propose her on the stage. And I wrote this song for her because Livia and I, we are both gypsies. We are always trying to find new adventures, because that's who we are. And I'm really proud of the song, and she nailed it. I mean,
yes,
dude,
yes.
She's a great singer. She's a great actress, and she made the most of it by the song. And I'm really happy about everything that, and we had a video for the song. I think that Frontier is gonna release in, I don't know, a couple of months or something like that. And yeah, I'm really proud of the song.
Yeah, great too. And Here I Am too was, I mean, that was quintessential power ballad right there. A fantastic power ballad, you know.
Yeah, that's some of the Bon Jovi, Bryan Adams, and Michael Bolton. I'm a huge fan of heavy metal and pop songs and jazz and everything that comes with it. I mean, I'm a crazy guy that I can sing a Broadway song, and the next song I can sing an Aramaic song.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm a musician. I'm an artist. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't like that people tells me, "Oh, you're a metalhead or anything like that." I'm just an artist. That I I I like to do whatever my heart tells me to do. And Here I Am, I think, is one of the most special songs in the album because it was my marriage vows. I remember that Liva told me, "No, aren't you gonna write your marriage vows?" And I told her, I'm gonna do whatever I want. And she just, dude, what the fuck are you gonna do? And I told her, just chill, girl. You're gonna have what you need, but let me be who I am. And then she said, "All right, you do whatever you want." And then I wrote the song, and the first time I sang for the word was on our marriage, and I sang on the marriage vows. And that one thing led to another, and then I wrote Gypsy. I mean, she's awesome.
Yeah, very cool. Let's go back in time a little bit. Seeing Queen on Rock in Rio on TV when you were about 8 years old started you on your musical journey.
Wow. You're right about that. You're right about it. I mean, Freddie is my biggest hero ever. I mean, he was the one that made me decide I wanted to watch Euro touring. So I started to sing his songs, or try to sing his songs. And then I realized that, well, maybe I'm not ready to do that. So I need to study a little bit. So I'm started taking singing lessons and piano lessons. And then after a couple of years, I was feeling that my voice was going somewhere great interesting. So and then I decided to be an opera singer in Brazil. But I remember that my maestro and my conductor told me, you know what, if you decide to become an opera singer, you're gonna have to go to Europe. And I didn't have the money by the time. So you know what, just keep writing your songs and keeping Freddie Mercury that I know you love. And that was pretty much of it. I mean, Freddie gave me, and Queen gave me a career, man, because the thing is that I became a singer because of Freddie. And then I met my wife doing We Will Rock You. We were doing that in, I don't know, around 6 years ago or something like that, I don't remember. But yeah, and then I got the offer to become the lead singer for the Queen Extravaganza. And I got an email from Jim Beach. He is a manager. I'm pretty much, you know him. He is the Miami guy from the movie, and he offered me the position. And we got a meeting with Brian May, Roger Taylor, and Jim Beach, and Juliet. Wow, they offered me the gig, and I'm still here, singing those songs. It's a privilege of a lifetime. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Queen and everything that they did in the 50 years, man. 50 years doing great songs.
I like that you mentioned seeing him do Love of My Life, because last fall, my son's girlfriend was here, and I was she's 15. She's never been to a rock concert. And I was trying to explain to her what it was. And I put the YouTube video on of Freddie doing Love of My Life at Wembley. Yeah. And I said, this is what it's all about. I said, watch how this man commands the stage, commands the audience, and you can just feel it in every fiber of your being. And when it got done, she was like, whoa, She
You're
got it.
damn right, my brother. Yeah. You're damn right, my brother. I mean, Freddie had this way of doing things that he can manage every single one of us to
Yeah.
follow him. And he was a leader, and even though uh, he never called himself a leader, which is pretty awesome for me. I mean, he was a leader. I mean,
Yeah.
he was a number 9 on the soccer team. He was a Ronaldo
Yeah.
from from Queen,
Yeah.
and he's the best. He's the best. And
Um,
you're right.
yeah. Another interesting thing I read that you did, I hope I've got this correct. You voiced a character for Disney for Beauty and the Beast?
Oh yeah, I did that in Brazil. Actually, I dubbed a lot of characters from Disney. Not a lot of them, maybe 4 or 5.
Mm.
And they invite me to join the cast in Brazilian dubbing team, to dub the character of LeFou. So I did the whole thing, the songs and the text, and even the things that goes with the DVD, the extras,
Mm.
and I'm pretty proud. I'm pretty proud of it because as an actor, it's I I like the challenge of being someone who I would never imagine that I could be. So
Mm.
I had it was fun.
Yeah, very
After
cool. The other thing I like to talk about, this is sort of one of my new favorite questions. You both take and teach vocal lessons, correct? You teach vocal lessons?
yeah, I do.
It must be pretty cool because I'm assuming at the same time you're teaching, you're also learning as well.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. I've been doing that for 20 years already, and it's a privilege to help the others, to find their own way,
Mm.
to find their own voice, because through the techniques, I was trained as an opera singer, which is for me was one of the best things that I ever had in my life. I mean, I had one of the best teachers in Brazil, which is Marconi Araújo. He's also a conductor and a director in Brazil. And he took care of my voice. He taught me how to be a teacher and something like that. He taught me how to play piano. And I mean, I really love being a teacher because you can offer the best that you build in your life, to these guys that they or the girls that are willing to learn from you, your experience, or your vocal techniques or whatever. I mean, and it's a privilege, and it's one of the things that if I become, for example, Beyonce today, I will never stop teaching.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. And it must be so all rewarding and encompassing to watch these people blossom, flourish, and at the same time
Absolutely.
you come away with learning something yourself. That's got to be a great
Absolutely.
all-around feeling.
Absolutely. You're right. You're right. I have a lot of students. I never talk about them because they don't need me to talk about them. They have their own career, and I just want to be there to be wherever they need me to be, in the times that we need me to be. So I think that I'm really proud of my students. I have the students that they're doing musicals over in Europe, and singing in bands, singing in TV shows, and stuff like that. But I think that well, I have really, I have students that that can sing much better than I do nowadays. But they do trust me. They still trust me, to take care of their voices because I know how to manage the technique part.
Very cool. So going forward now, the album came out last Friday. Once again, we're chatting with Alirio here. The new album, All Things Must Pass, out now on Frontiers Records, available everywhere. The world is still sort of a mysterious place, scary place. We don't know what's going to happen. Have you been able to formulate any type of plans, or are you on hold kind of like the rest of us are?
Actually, I think I'm gonna have 10, 12 dates here in Spain, maybe gonna 5, 6 dates in Brazil, but I was still holding on to see what's gonna happen, in the future world, because we're still waiting to see if the world is gonna back on track again. I mean, I hope that. I mean, because I wanna go there and sing the songs to the people, to the audience, and let's hope for the best.
Absolutely. Alirio, I always like to end with just some fun, silly questions. Hopefully these are questions you've never been asked. Sound good? You've done a lot of
Bring it
you've
on,
done a
man.
lot of stuff on stage, musicals and videos and TVs and actors. If you could pick a television show to place one of the songs from All Things Must Pass in, what TV show would you pick?
Woo! Jesus, man. That's a really good question. I'm a huge fan of Friends. Maybe I would play that song for the Ross. When he tells his girl Rachel that he was on a break. All things must pass, girl. So you fill up. That's probably it is.
Oh, very cool. Given your choice of household chores, would you rather do dishes or laundry?
Laundry.
Okay.
It's easy.
All right. As a vocalist, this should be sort of kind of interesting, I hope. Go-to karaoke song.
I hate karaoke songs, man. I fucking hate it.
All right, scratch that question then. Let's see. Go to the amusement park. Are you a roller coaster or a Ferris wheel guy?
Neither one of it. I like to run into job.
Okay.
That's who I am.
All
I
right.
run every single day.
If you could speak any language instantly, what would you pick?
German is hard as hell, man. They just have consonants. I can understand that.
All right. If you could go back in time and have your mom prepare one of your favorite dishes from your childhood, what would you have her make?
Oh, Brazilian barbecue, churrasco. Oof, that's awesome.
Good stuff, right? Do you usually travel heavy or light?
Light.
Light?
My wife, she doesn't. So she always pick my luggage, to throw her stuff in. Oh, fuck. Marriage.
Favorite cartoon character?
Woodpecker.
Woody Woodpecker?
He's the best.
Yeah,
he's the best, man.
You gotta love him. Let's see. Last music other than your own that you listen to?
I like the Backstreet Boys.
Huh? Hey, those guys had melodies for miles and they sold like a billion albums.
Incomplete is a great song.
Yes, I agree. 100%. Favorite toy growing up as a child?
Oh, soccer ball.
Soccer ball?
Yeah.
Favorite season? Are you a spring, summer, winter, fall guy?
I like them all, but if I have to book two of them, winter and summer.
All right. Last one. This is the one we have the most fun with. If they were to make a biopic of your life, what actor would you have portray you? And it's your movie, your life. You can pick anybody.
Dude, that's awesome. I don't know, man. Maybe Hugh Jackman.
Okay, there you go.
Wolverine.
Good choice.
Wolverine, yeah.
Wolverine. Alirio, has there been anything that I didn't ask you, anything that you didn't get to chat about in this interview that you would like to? The floor is totally yours.
Dude, that's all perfect. I mean, I'm really thanks so or being here, and you're the silliest guy ever. I mean, thank you very much for your time, and listen to the album. I put all my heart into it, and I hope you guys like it, because is every single lyric I wrote for the album it comes from the bottom of my heart.
Very cool. Thank you very much for your time this evening. I appreciate it. I have enjoyed every moment of it. Good luck going forward, and hopefully we'll chat again sometime.
Okay, thank you very much, buddy.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.